Good afternoon, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about why I feel that gold and silver is going down. And it's not your common answer that a lot of other channels are talking about. It's also not backed by anything. It's just backed off my opinion, what I've seen on other YouTube videos, and what people at coin shops are telling me, and what I'm seeing amongst even my own group of friends that are stackers. The reasons why I believe it's going down. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before I do, I would like to take a quick minute and thank all of our members to our channel, including our newest member, 420 Stacker, for becoming a member. If you want to see the full list, well, this is the full list of all the members right now. But if you also want to see, I do update it all the time in the description below the video. And please, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. So, I'll be honest, my opinion, I'm taking advantage of the buying opportunity. It's another big box. I'll be opening this box, this heavy box, even though it drives me nuts when I go to the post office and I get told, "Oh my word, it's so heavy for such a little box." You know, almost like they want you to tell what's in there. And I'm always like, geology, I do rocks. I'm really interested in rocks and the way they form and stuff. That's usually my excuse. Because what I don't want to tell them is what's really in there. Gold and silver. Otherwise, who knows if I'll be scouted. So, with that being said, we're going to talk a little bit tonight about what's going on with the gold and silver. So I'm going to start off by telling you guys what a buddy of mine who basically works at a coin shop in Florida has been telling me online. And you can follow a lot of these conversations in Discord. If you're a member of our Discord channel right now, it's free. You can join Discord absolutely free and keep up on everything, the videos that I post, and everything right there. So it's pretty cool. And if you can be a member for free, why not be a member, in my opinion? You get real-time Q&A if you have a question on something. If you see something, you're wondering about it, you know, you pop a message in. If I'm not in there, I'm sure one of the moderators are in there, or someone that really knows what's going on. So what he's been telling me is he's seeing a lot more people come in and sell. People that have physical metal on hand. Now, the question that comes up in my mind is, are these people selling because they've lost faith in silver? Or are they selling because the economy is really starting to slip and people essentially are starting to have a hard time making ends meet now? I mean, you can only go with higher gas prices, higher food prices, higher electrical bills, higher credit card bills because interest rates are through the roof. You can only do it for so long. And then at a certain point, people have to figure something out. And usually cutting back on their spending is the absolute last thing that they figure out. I've seen people default on their credit cards before they realize they just got to cut back on spending. So right there, that's the first thing that I'm wondering. Why are they selling their silver? Now, my belief is a lot of these people that are essentially, they got in the last big wave of the frenzy. Oh, we couldn't get our debt ceiling in a row. We didn't know what was going to happen. And everybody was buying silver at $30 and $31. And that was at a discount pretty much, because I've seen it even higher than that. I saw AppMax had them at one point for $35 for a generic Buffalo round. 35 bucks. Think of that. And there's a lot of people that bought at 35 bucks. And, you know, once that happens, those people are going to be extremely sour when the price comes down. Now, there's a few of you that I talked to on the channel that I know got in the 30 range and 30, 31. And, you know, you're taking this opportunity to kind of double down. And that's usually my attitude. Whenever I buy something and it's losing money, I want to right that ship. I don't want to have a losing asset on my books. And whether that be a piece of land, I've been stuck with land that's gone down in value and I just had to kind of suck it up. Or it comes with crypto, or it comes with silver, or whatever. If the price comes down, a lot of times I will double down until I've doubled down so many times that essentially a slight move up puts me back in the green. And then if I want, I can always sell off some of my position. So a prime example of that is you bought 10 ounces, and I'm going to use small numbers for easy math. You bought 10 ounces at $30, and then all of a sudden it comes down to $38 and you buy another 10 ounces. Well, now you technically got 20 ounces at $29. But what happens if all of a sudden it goes down to, we'll say, $26? And you're like, you know what? I'm going to buy another 20 ounces. Well, now you got 40 ounces at $28. And it does get harder and harder to bring that dollar cost average down when you start out high or you make an extremely large purchase high. But as you bring that dollar cost average down, eventually you're going to see a pop, I believe, in silver. I would find it hard to believe that $30 is going to be the new all-time high. And by all-time high, I mean current all-time high. I think that we will have a run on gold. We will have a run on silver in the near future. Usually that happens when times are bleak. And here's the thing. Times are bleak right now, but they are filling us with all this propaganda. They're fixing the numbers. They're making the numbers look better than they are. So it convinces people that bad times aren't here. They're covering up a lot of the bank crisis, a lot of what's going on. But when you really dig down deep and you see, I mean, we've got a federal deficit now that has no ceiling, has no cap. It's unlimited spending, and it is literally out of control. And when it gets like that, I mean, that just tells me that stuff has to go higher because they're printing more money. And as you print more money, it's inevitable that prices will continue to climb higher and higher. But also we have the banking issues. You know, a lot of people think that the banking issues are over. So because the banking issues are over and everything's back to normal, prices cannot go up. Which I think is a myth on that, because all it takes is people to lose faith in the money or something major to happen in another country, like, say, a BRICS summit, which happens to be coming next week, I believe, August 22nd. When that happens, I mean, if the right things are said, we could drastically see a lot of dollars start coming back, or just a lack of demand for the dollars that are already out there, which will in turn filter them back into the U.S., and we'll see slower rising prices. And we'll be told that it has nothing to do with inflation. The reason prices are going up now is because we'll say probably the issue of what's going on overseas, and maybe Saudi Arabia and China and all them are siding with the wrong team. They're not siding with us. They're siding, you know, over there with another country. I don't like to use certain names of places or hot topics in the media right now, but you know what I'm talking about. And it's what they're not going to come out and say is it's our spending. We spend too much money. But the truth of the matter is anybody knows that if you overspend in a budget at a house, you're basically going to go bankrupt eventually, or you're going to have a hard time. I mean, you can only work so many hours in a week, and then what? I mean, you can't work more than however many hours are in a week. So as this continues to happen, a lot can go wrong. And then there's also the YouTubers out there that are, I'll be honest, have a belief that what happened in 2008, we saw, you know, the financial crisis, and we saw gold and silver come down. And then we saw the whole pandemic issue, and we saw gold and silver come down. But the truth of the matter is, when gold and silver plunged down during the pandemic, you weren't able to buy it at that $11 price. I mean, yeah, the price came down on paper, but nobody was selling it at that. In fact, most dealers didn't change their price. They just stayed with it. And I can't speak for 2008 because I wasn't in precious metals in 2008, so I don't really know 100% what was going on. I only have hearsays of people saying that the premiums on silver were astronomical. The spot price when it got up to $45 for silver, people were paying $75, $80 for an American Silver Eagle because it was the cream of the crop silver. And I do believe that, you know, when people get scared, they'll first turn to the brand that they know the most, which is American Silver Eagles. And then it will be followed by other sovereign coins and so on down the line to generic 5-ounce bars or maybe even junk silver or whatever. But as a lot of people that have been buying silver decide they're going to sell their silver to, we'll say, pawn shops, coin shops, individuals, they're selling off their silver because they think, you know, oh, well, this was a waste of money. Because they were new. They never really understood the foundation of why they're stacking. Stacking is a journey, and it really is a journey. You have to build into it and slowly grow your stack and learn. You can't come in overnight with a bunch of money, pour it in, and expect to really have a full understanding of what's going on in the markets and with metals. I mean, there are people out there that watch channels like this that literally will just learn for a long period of time until they pull the trigger. I learned a lot about crypto before I got into it. I wanted to fully understand how it worked, what it was. I came up with the conclusion, you know what? It's like one big gambling roulette wheel with more probability that some stuff will go up over other stuff. And, you know, so, I mean, who knows? How many people really have a solid understanding? That's why a lot of people tune in every day, which if you're not subscribed, please make sure you take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button, help the channel out. If you're not a member, maybe consider becoming a member because it's memberships like yours that help feed the channel and help us push to do more stuff. Plus, there's a lot of cool perks that aren't even listed in the generic what we kind of tell YouTube. To become a member, you're guaranteed to be a part of either one special event or a live stream once a month. That's the bare minimum, but we do a lot of cool stuff for members. So, but you know, unless you've got an understanding, you're not going to have a strong foundation and belief in gold and silver. And with that being said, when individuals sell to those places, well, coin shops buy from big dealers. All of a sudden, big dealers start slowing down on their sales. If they ended up buying it at a lot, they may not be willing to sell at a low price until they basically refill what they have. They've got to get rid of their old inventory because they're not going to take a loss. I had someone ask me one day, hey, you bought this coin for $2,000. Well, now it's came down. Will you sell it to me for 19? No, I wouldn't. I mean, I might sell it for the $2,000 and break even, but I'm surely not going to sell it for a loss because I understand the fundamentals. I mean, a down year in precious metals just means next year is going to be phenomenal. And I'm not even saying we're ending this year in a down year. I'm just saying if we did. And I've proved that to you earlier this morning. Earlier yesterday morning with the live stream that we did where we talked about precious metals and we showed you guys the chart over the last 22 years. And it was phenomenal. I mean, it even shocked me when I looked at it. I was trying to pull it up real quick just so I could kind of show you guys real quick. But now I just can't find it in such short notice. But, you know, on years that we had basically bad years in gold or silver, we turned around the next year and had, 40% gains? And once you understand that, I mean, you're ready for whatever comes your way when it comes to investing in gold and silver. And you're not going to want to sell your stack for any less, for sure, because you believe in it. So with that being said, I think that's what's happening right now. We're seeing just the weak hands sell out. We're seeing a slowdown in demand. Even strong hands like myself have slowed a little bit on buying. I know some people that tease me are like, dude, you just bought 100 ounces. That doesn't look slow. You know, yeah, I bought some silver because I bought the dip, but how much gold did I not buy? How much other metal did I not buy? You know, so I am holding back a little cash right now because I expect that we could possibly see the down a little bit more. I'd rather be safe, but there again, I'm still willing to dollar cost average my stack down, even though technically I'm dollar cost averaging up since I started at 20 and then kept buying all the way down to 15 hardcore and then kept buying all the way back up. And really, I've just been buying ever since. Although I do run into periods of time where I don't buy. But when the prices of metal is down, in my opinion, that's when you want to buy. You want to buy when there's blood in the street. When people basically just lost a lot of money on something, you're getting in at a cheaper price. And essentially, you have more potential for it to climb back up. So with that being said, that's going to conclude today's video. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you hit the thumbs up because it really does help the channel, and left a comment. And I thank everybody for everything. And if you're not subscribed, please take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. And I hope to see you guys again on Tsquare Talk. You guys have a great night. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, I said have a great night. And technically have a great day because I'm filming this at like midnight. You guys have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.